Alright, so you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be making Alright, so you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be making another video, just pound them in one after the next. We going crazy. I still got the same Cuban link on and everything. Don't tell me this shit ain't shining. I know you can see my phone quality though. Do you even need all the pixels? This is straight up pixel art. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know, you should know, but I make music. And I try to make as much music as I can, but I can't always get into the studio, you know what I'm saying? That brings me to the point I actually wanted to talk about. Now, I know you hear a lot of this music, and it's how can you even fit that much into one song, you know what I'm saying? Or fit that many songs into one project when you're just doing so many things at once, right? First of all, I'm not actually doing much. So I have time for these songs and but yeah, you might be where did these songs even come from? Right here's my SoundCloud. I really like that song. It's pretty. You might be where do these songs all come from? You don't do this all by yourself, do you? No, of course not. I don't. I got my friend Herbo. And I'll just be spitting normal shit what I'm doing, but I know how to make bars, you know what I'm saying? For example, right now, I'm just looking at my SoundCloud and I need to record some new tracks. So I had this guy and I was just yo, I have something I need to explain, so I'd like to make a song for that. So I'm yo, I think I need to come to the studio. So I literally would just go and I'd hop in the studio and I'd come with my song I just did before. Now back to my point, I don't do all of it, you know what I'm saying? But I can make a song. What really helps is Herbo's mixing. He's really good at what he does, you know what I'm saying? He knows what you're trying to say, he knows what you want to say, he knows what you are saying, so he can mix that for you and you can make it into a really good song, you know what I'm saying? So it's not all me, but I can hop in the studio and I can cook something up for sure. You know what I mean? So I hopped into the studio to make a song, to explain to you how you can hop into the studio and make a song, and that's how it works. Hey, Your Majesty, I don't take it now. She play it out like Magic City. Give a hoe a salmon, got cash, no. All I care is pretty. 2 2 3s, get a stack, and shawty want that action. Yeah, talk about my present, we ain't talking past. Who be on me? Yeah, stupid on me. Yeah, the stupid cheddar. Who be on me? Don't focus at it. I can make it better. Tell me it's this, it, or that. Tell me I'm a stupid bet. This bitch is like some parrots. You ain't fucking with my city, yeah. She let that 40 pop. Gas and hit the throttle, make you dizzy, yeah. Yeah, I got frosted dating fam. I don't need a patty, yeah. Got this Fiji and I shit like BB's Ruby on. Alright, so basically, I don't know if you know, but when you're a kid, you might get a sword. And when you first get your sword, first really find out about your sword, or start looking at your sword, or start liking your sword maybe, your dad's gonna be sweating balls. So he's gonna give you a nice ass Nerf sword and it's gonna look nice as fuck. But then when you get older, you're just gonna take a look at this sword and you're gonna look at how shitty and worn out it's actually gotten. And then you're just gonna look at the color of this shit and you're how did you even pick this out, Dad? I mean, I love sword fights. When you're doing your first sword fight with your dad, he's gonna probably take his sweater off and be really sweaty. And be really try hard, oh, you think I'm letting you in? Buddy, I have way too much experience with these swords. I will blast your head off at 8 years old forever. But yeah, I'm not really into sword fights at this point. Unless any of you guys want to hit me up, we can do some shit. Not even about to pull your buttons like that. I'm just gonna poke you right in the balls, bro. And so get this. I called up Bill, right? Bill's a guy. Bill's a guy I talk to a lot, all the time. I'm sure you talk to Bill too. Or I don't know if you talked to Bill, but I got his number. And I'm Bill, you know the deal. I have a bill. Are you gonna pay my bills? He's yeah, of course. I can always pay your bills. What are you saying? He's what is it? What's the bill? And I'm well, actually, I'm really hungry right now. And I know there's food downstairs, but your friend Bill over here, he's not willing to actually cook the food for me. So he's bet, just give me a minute, and he hangs up the phone. So at this point, I'm I still need to talk to a Bill. So I call up this other guy I know. So I call up a Bill. And I'm yo, this bill you sent me is actually really not a bad bill. So it's probably gonna get paid. And this guy's fuck you, I cannot deal with you, I'm not paying your bills, I'm actually gonna send you about 11 more bills right now, dude, you see that, right? I'm no, I don't see that, I need you to pay my bills. And he's no, actually, I just hang up the phone, you can't deal with this guy, that's a bill, I need my bills paid. So I call Bill again, and I'm yo, you're dealing with this bill, right? And he's yeah, I understand, that's a big bill. I'm no, this is a big bill, I need it paid. And he's yeah, that's what I just said. He said, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. So I'm like, bet, that's dope. But like, honestly, can we pay this bill? And he's like, yeah, I'm from the industry, baby. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? And he just pulls up to my crib like this.